Hey everyone, Helen here. So we've talked a lot about why we shouldn't rely on willpower and why we need to plan ahead and to live more mindfully so that we are more aware of our own triggers. And in the past, we also touched on the idea of having both mentally and physically nourishing food to minimize cravings. So today, we're going to talk more about snacks. We're adding to the idea of physically and mentally nourishing foods to meet your body's nutrition requirements, while also satisfying your cravings. And I'm also sharing a few little changes that you can make to break your unplanned snacking habits and grazing habits, also known as constant snacking. A little disclaimer here. I wouldn't prepare a large amount of food in advance, because at this stage, it's probably not a good idea to have a lot of extra food lying around. So I'd probably do 1 or 2 days worth max, or share with your friends and family. But the reason I still want you to prepare your food in advance is that when you're hungry or you have to make some last-minute changes, then you still have something that you have planned, and you wouldn't go into panic mode and stress eat. I've always emphasized that you shouldn't restrict yourself. The reason I'm sharing a few recipes today is because thanks to diet culture, a lot of people think that a handful of raisins or a rice cake or a couple of carrot sticks is a snack. But the truth is, those foods don't fill you up very long, and very soon you'll be looking for more. Proteins, fats, complex carbs, and fiber are some of the nutrients that take longer to digest and will keep you fuller for longer. For today's episode notes, I've linked you to some quick and easy recipes that include some fats, proteins, and more slowly digested carbs. Because these are the nutrients that keep us fuller for a longer period of time, and they stabilize our blood sugars and therefore reduce our cravings. You can find today's episode notes at helenwong.co.uk/snack prep ideas, all in one word. If you've currently got some snacks that you like, you don't have to cut them out. Instead of cutting foods out, think about what you can add in. So for example, you love crackers. So instead of cutting them out because that's only carbs, which can cause the blood sugar roller coaster and cravings, think about what you can add to that to make your crackers more filling. Maybe some cream cheese or peanut butter, or even top with some seeds, or yogurt or fruit, or have something on the side. The nice thing about the recipes that I've linked in the episode notes is that they're really quick to prepare and really easy to store. Once again, you can find it at helenwong.co.uk/snack prep ideas. So the night before, you decide what you're going to eat and how much, and then you spend a few minutes preparing your snacks. I'd also write your meal plan on a post-it note and put it on the fridge so that you're reminded of your plan when you're tempted to get something else. You want to be removing as many barriers and triggers as possible in advance. Another thing I teach in the Stop Binge Eating program is how you can break your habits. So if you find that you're snacking because your kids are eating, then make sure that when you make your plans, you're planning to have your snacks when it's their snack time. There's no reason you can't prepare the same snacks for them too. Another common scenario is that if you find that whenever you're sitting on the couch, you tend to want a snack, then instead of having your snacks on the couch, make sure that when you have your snacks, have the snacks somewhere else, such as the dining table. What that does is that it actually signals to the brain that it's a meal time, and then when you get up at the table, it helps to signal to your brain again that the meal is over, and it helps to stop constant snacking. So these are just some small changes to help you stop unplanned snacking. Let me know if you found these tips helpful. And don't forget to check out today's episode notes where I've linked you to some bonus recipes. You can find today's episode notes at helenwong.co.uk snack prep ideas, all in one word. Remember, there's no reason why you can't have chocolate, nuts, or dry fruits, even if you're trying to lose weight and stop overeating, because restriction leads to overeating. If you already got my stress-free cooking bundle, you'll find lots of quick snacks recipes or make-ahead snacks so that you can be well prepared. If you have a huge sweet tooth, you can also find nutritious desserts from the No Added Sugar Dessert Cookbook. There you'll find lots of recipes that fuel your body and also satisfy your cravings. If you haven't got the bundle, you can check it out at helenwong.co.uk/stress-free cooking, all in one word. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Dive into the show notes for this episode at helenwong.co.uk/nutrition resources. If you've enjoyed this episode of the NutriSide podcast, I invite you to check out the Stop Binge Eating program, which gives you access to a proven step-by-step roadmap with key strategies and skills that guide you from struggling with yo-yo dieting, emotional eating, and binge eating to achieving permanent weight loss. Check out the Stop Binge Eating program at helenwong.co.uk/SBEP.